piece of paper, number 1 to 10, I'm going to give you a math problem. No. Well, I'm honored to be here tonight. This is a wonderful community, and I'm fourth generation Pine Gap resident. My great granddad, Charles Newman, came to Sutherland Avenue in the 1920s and built a house there. And I'm happy to tell you the house is still there, still in the family. Unfortunately, along Sutherland Avenue, there are very few houses left like that, and that's a shame. My great-granddad was in the grocery business. He had a grocery store on Fifth Avenue in the 20s and 30s, then went downtown in the 30s and 40s to Locust Street. He also had a little cafe at the old market house. And if people can remember that, you're as old as I am. And he was a great gentleman. I'll tell you a quick story about the kind of man he was. He ran a polo hall downtown, but he ran it right. He did not put up with any foolishness or vulgarity. Well, one day, the gentleman was acting like he shouldn't, and my papa, as we call him, told him to quit. Well, he didn't quit, so papa took a cue stick and laid the guy out. So the beat officer came in and said, Mr. Newman, I'll take care of that. I love the way he said that. I'll take care of that for you, and I'll make sure he reimburses you for the cue stick. So my parents instilled a great love for education in me. Now, getting back to my great-granddad's house, the first 2 years of my life, my parents and I lived in that house with my grandparents and my uncle. And my great-grandmother was still alive at that time. My great-granddad wasn't. How all those people managed in that house with one bathroom has to be a miracle of the ages. I don't know. But we made it. And for most of my life, I've been a math tutor. Let me tell you how that got started. Working for a lumber broker in West Knoxville in the 70s, one day a salesman was having trouble making conversions from English to metric and back and forth. Well, I was taught a very easy and simple way to set up a problem, and you could not make a mistake. You had guidelines to go by, so one thing led to another, and I started math tutoring. So for almost 40 years, I've toured Knoxville and Knox County, going to the home of the students, teaching math, and even the outlying counties like Union County, Anderson County. And I got to learn a lot about the neighborhoods around town and some of the problems they faced. So back about 17 years ago, we formed a neighborhood association in Pine Gap to address a number of problems. Now, I feel like the good Lord's given me the ability to sit down and meet with people. In our neighborhood, we've brought people together. We're partly residential, partly all business, and a mix. We've been able to work to build up the neighborhood, bringing in businesses that really build on the neighborhood characteristics. We've worked hand in glove to go over a bunch of issues and solve them. And many times we haven't had to go to the city to come up with a solution. And I feel these talents are what you need on city council to help Knoxville with their problems and everything. I'll tell you, to finish up, another couple of stories about my great-granddad. He would come home from the market. He would build the sidewalk a few feet at a time. We like to call that Knoxville's first street away.